From eTown Hall in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, it's eTown with this week's guests from Colorado and Texas, Marfa, investor, author, and entrepreneur Brad Feld, and legendary folk musician Tom Rush. I'm Helen Forrester. Right now, join me in welcoming our wonderful host, Nick Forrester.
Thank you, Helen. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to eTown Hall. We have a great group of guests this week. Old friends, new friends. We're going to hear some good stories. Brad Feld is with us. He's a really well-known investor and entrepreneur. He's written a few books. His latest one is about mentorship and the concept of giving first. So he is here, and he's going to tell us about that stuff. We have a brand new band. A couple of guys who sing really well. They met in college down in Denver. They're just starting out. They're called Marfa, and they are here this week. So we've got those guys. And up first, someone who's been on eTown before a long time ago, but more importantly, he is a legend in the world of folk music. He started performing when he was in college in Cambridge in 1959, 1960, early 60s. It was a vibrant time and a vibrant place for folk music, certainly. And he was there, and he was a big deal in that community. Made a live record, made another record. Pretty soon he got signed to a major label. He had success. He was the first person to record a couple of Joni Mitchell songs. He was a happening guy when a lot of really cool things were happening and just kind of starting. And of course, he has been consistently writing and touring and recording ever since then, which is a long time. 60-some years since his first record came out. He is a well-educated troubadour who has just simply kept going through it all. We're very happy that we get to welcome him back to the eTown stage. So please help me welcome the one and only Tom Rush.
Thank you. I love the way you do applause. Well, it's a thrill to be here. A lot of fun. I'm going to start out with a song that I got from Joni Mitchell, probably the summer of '66. And I met her at this club in Detroit, Michigan called the Chessmate. And she got up and did 4 tunes, knocked my socks off. She came off stage. I asked her if she had any more new songs, because I was at this point overdue for delivering an album to Elektra. Like 2 years overdue. And this was back when 2 years seemed like a long time. A few weeks later, sent me a tape with 6 brilliant songs. Just before the last song on the tape, she apologized for the upcoming tune. I named the album after it. It was a circle game. But that's not the song I'm going to do. I'm going to do a song she sang that very first night. Great song for this time of year. I woke up today and found the frost perched on the town. It hovered in a frozen sky, gobbled summer down. And when the sun turns traitor cold, shivering trees are standing in a naked row. I get the urge for going, I never seem to go. And I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown. Summertime is a falling down, winter closing in. I had a girl in summertime with summer-colored skin. not another man in town my darling's heart could win. And when the leaves fell trembling down and bully winds did rub their faces in the snow, she got the urge for going. I had to let her go. And she got the urge for going when the meadow grass was turning brown. Summertime was a falling down, winter closing in. Now the warriors of winter give a cold triumphant shout, and all that stays is dying, and all that lives is getting out. You see the geese in chevron flight, flapping and racing on before the snow. They've got the urge for going, they've got the wings to go, and they get the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown. Summertime is a falling down, winter closing in. But I'll ply the fire with kindling, pull the blankets to my chin. I'll lock the vagrant winter out, bolt my wandering in. I'd like to call back summertime, have her stay for just another month or so. She's got the urge for going, I guess she'll have to go. And she gets the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown, and all her empires are falling down, winter closing in. And I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown. Summertime is a falling down. Good song. Love that song. That's it. I quit. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Out the door and down the road. I do believe I'm done. I'm done. I'm gone. And this is me waving bye-bye. This fire's going out. The stove's stone cold and I got fish to fry. I can't find the love, can't feel the thrill. If there's hell to pay, ooh, send me the bill. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone, 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 gone. That's it. I quit. I'm out of here just like that. Fresh out of reasons, I should take this crap. I think I'll slide on down the road. Won't be coming by no more. But don't be bothered, hey, 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 don't get up. I can find the door. I can't find the love, can't feel the thrill. If there's hell to pay, oh, send me the bill. I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone, 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 gone. You better bet I'm gonna jet. Right now ain't soon enough. They say the tough get going when the going gets tough. But don't be acting so surprised. You're reaping what you've been sowing. What I'm saying, what I mean, I got the urge for going. I can't find the love, can't feel the thrill. If there's hell to pay, ooh, send me the bill. I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone, 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 gone. Yeah, thank you.
Tom Rush, welcome back to eTown.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's been a while, 31 years to be exact.
Seems like yesterday.
It does, actually.
You haven't changed a bit.
I mean, I think we're basically the same. It's cool. It's funny, I was thinking about it because I have older sisters, and so not to imply that you're significantly older than I am, but just a little.
What?
And so my sisters were crazy about you, and they had your records in the mid-'60s. And it's just cool that we get to sit here, and we've known each other for a while. But I just want you to know that I was one of those impressionable young people who was really impressed by your recorded output in the 60s. It was cool.
It was a bit of a rocky start.
Yeah?
The first album was taped live at the Unicorn Coffee House. It wasn't very good.
No. Well, the next record you made, which was called Blues Songs and Ballads, that one was good. That's a good record. That was fully formed. There's a bunch of great songs on there.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about that scene in Cambridge, because it's sort of legendary. You were still in college. You graduated in 64?
64, yeah.
Yeah. And so you were playing on the weekends, or what were you doing?
I was actually studying traditional folk music. They had a course. But when I got to Cambridge, fall of '59, there were just all these kids playing bluegrass and Delta blues and Chicago blues and Irish Scottish ballads and on and on and on. And it struck me at the time. There was a certain irony in a bunch of Harvard students sitting around singing about how rough it was in the coal mines.
Yeah.
But we figured we could get away with it. You know?
The cabin on the hill was probably not something they knew about. Yeah.
Yeah.
When did the Newport Folk Festival start?
I don't know.
When did you first go?
I don't know.
Yeah. Did you go as a spectator or as a performer the first time? Do you know?
Yes.
Well, okay, let me ask you about mentorship. So you're surrounded by a bunch of people who are a little more specialized than you. Your taste ran wide, and so you're learning a bunch of things. Was there anybody locally who was sort of helping you figure out how to do other tunings on the guitar or to decode a Mississippi John Hurt song or anything like that?
Well, the Club 47 was one block from my dorm when I was on Mount Auburn. And one of the cool things was they hosted not only the kids, myself included, but they also brought in the legends. You could sit in this 80-seat coffee house and listen to the Carter family, Flatt and Scruggs, Bill Monroe, on and on. After the shows, there was usually a party, and the legends would come to the party. And you could actually talk to these people. You could ask them, how do you do that thing you do? And they'd show you.
Well, it's so cool. And then was there a time once you get signed to Elektra and you're on a major label and you're touring and you're playing, did you think you were going to be rich?
I'm still looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I graduated with an English Lit degree. And people were not lining up to hire me to read books.
Yeah.
I was getting paid a little bit of money to get on stage, and nobody else was paying me anything. So I figured, well, I'll keep doing this till I figure out what I want to do when I grow up. And I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. But Joni Mitchell lifted your scene and your game, didn't it?
Well, it was a funny scene because I'd kind of run out of traditional folk stuff that I wanted to do. And I made an album for Elektra, and along come Joni, Jackson Browne, James Taylor, all, within a year. And I've been accused by Rolling Stone of ushering in the singer-songwriter era. But that album introduced those three brilliant artists.
Yeah. Because you covered their songs before they had released records.
Correct, yeah.
That's remarkable. And now you find yourself in a distinguished position of being an elder in the community of singer-songwriters. And are you finding young people coming to you and wanting to be around you and learn from you?
I'm glad you asked. I've been doing this online series through the Patreon platform.
Yeah.
And it's called Rockport Sundays.
Yeah.
Little video clips, about 15 minutes long. I've been getting guests to come on.
Yeah.
And the guest and I chat for a while, and then they do a song and I do a song, and that's it. See you next week. But a lot of my guests have been these youngsters, and some of them are just amazing.
Wow.
And they're playing bars.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get started now.
Yeah. Well, you're helping. You're giving them a lift up, which is cool.
Hopefully. The generational thing is really kind of puzzling and amusing. I had these two young women come up to me. They waited in line for half an hour to talk to me after a show was over. And they were so excited they could barely talk. And they said, we went into this used record store to buy some LPs to hang on the wall. And they got them back to the apartment, and they figured, well, we should listen to this one before we hang it on the wall. And they loved it so much that they paid good money to buy tickets to this show that I was doing nearby.
Yeah.
And they just loved the show so much. Now, I'm sure I'll never hear from them again, but
Yeah. Well, that must feel good.
we could use some more of them.
Yeah. Well, I will say, as I mentioned earlier, you are still at it. You're working hard. I notice your schedule is full. Keep it up. And thanks for coming by again. It's
Well,
good
thanks
to
for
see you.
having me. This has been fun. I love can I take your audience home with me?
No, that's ours.
Just thought I'd ask.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get back to some more music. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is maybe the third song I ever wrote. It's called No Regrets. I know your leaving's too long overdue. For far too long I've had nothing new to show to you. Goodbye, dry eyes, I watched your plane fade off west of the moon. And it felt so strange to walk away alone. There's no regrets, no tears, goodbye. Don't want you back, we'd only cry again. Say goodbye again. The hours that were yours echo like empty rooms. The thoughts we used to share I now keep alone. I woke last night and spoke to you, not thinking you were gone. And it felt so strange to lie awake alone. There's no regrets, no tears, goodbye. want you back. We'd only cry again. Say goodbye again. Our friends have tried to turn my nights to day. The strange faces in your place can't keep the ghosts away. Now just beyond the darkest hour, just behind the dawn, still feels so strange to leave my life alone. There's no regrets, no tears goodbye. Don't want you back. We'd only cry again. Say goodbye again.
Tom Rush, along with Christian Teal, Adam Bodine, Eric Tureen, Helen Forster singing backup. He'll be back to play some more music later on in the show.
Your visit to eTown is made possible in part by the Bohemian Foundation, building stronger communities through the bohemian qualities of creativity and imagination. On the web at bohemianfoundation.org. By the way, there are over 3,000 videos on the eTown YouTube channel, and that's for your viewing pleasure at any time of the day or night. So you can subscribe to that channel if you feel like it to stay up to date with our past and latest video offerings. You're listening to eTown.
Tom Rush is going to be back later on, and we've got this young band from Denver coming up called Marfa. The great singers, good songs, that's all coming up. Right now, I want to tell you about our next guest, Brad Feld. He's sort of tough to describe, succinctly anyway. He's a longtime tech entrepreneur and investor. He's also co-founded an organization called TechStars. It's kind of an incubator and advisor to tech companies, and they've helped and advised, I think, a few thousand companies along the way. Big, big stuff. He's also an author and a speaker. He's written a few books, the latest of which is about mentorship. And it's called Give First. And that's what he's here to talk to us about this week. So please welcome to the stage at eTown, Brad Feld. So kind of like Tom Rush, you got your start in Cambridge when you were going to school.
I'm almost as old as him.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
He seems young to me.
Yeah, he's young at heart, of course.
But yeah, I lived in Boston for 12 years, but grew up in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. But also like Tom Rush, you kind of made up your career. You invented it.
I never even thought about the word career.
Yeah.
I just kind of did whatever was in front of me and whatever I found interesting.
Yeah. Well, in your book, you talk about a lot of early connections with people who are older than you and more experienced, and how they helped you find your path and avoid mistakes and learn stuff and start things.
Yeah, there were some profound ones that happened early, and I didn't really understand the impact of it probably for 20 years or so until I started looking backwards.
Yeah.
And actually recognizing how much some of those people had impacted not just my trajectory, but how I thought about stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a tech investor or a startup guy, and so I'm curious about the life lessons you learned, some of which you reflect in your book, but just that are more applicable to giving first.
Well, I define this phrase, give first, as a philosophy. And the idea was really simple. If you want to get the activity in a community going, you have to be willing to put energy into it without knowing what you're going to get back. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to wait till later in life when you're successful. You just want to get involved in the thing, and that's how you engage with it.
And hippies like me think of that as karma.
Well, I'm too young to be a hippie. My parents are too old to be hippies.
Yeah,
I got stuck. I'm one of those Gen Xers that nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah, well, I do think it takes a certain amount. I mean, again, a lot of people struggle, and so it's not top of mind to say, what can I give, right? So I think there is a sort of hand in hand with what you're describing, an understanding that there is enough.
You know, one of the things that I learned very early on, I had lots of success, but also lots of failure. The experience of creating anything, it's a continuous series of experiments.
Right.
Most of the experiments don't work. You use the learning from your last experiment and you try again. You just keep doing it. And if you have an abundant mindset, that's actually relatively easy to do. If you have a scarcity mindset, it's very hard to do because you're holding on for dear life to what you've got because you're afraid you're going to lose it.
It's interesting. Hey, in case you just tuned in, you're listening to eTown. I'm here with Brad Feld. I imagine that you've seen something that probably only exists in the tech world and in pro sports, which is a bunch of young people get really rich before they're really prepared to do that. And so I imagine it really monkeys with their brains.
Monkeying with your brain, I think, is an understatement.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to sort of lay down as somebody who had been very successful early and young as a founder of a company was, hey, it's not just about making a bigger and bigger pile of money. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not the essence of what's interesting in all of this. At least it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I don't expect everybody to agree with that. But if it has an imprint on anyone, that's awesome.
Yeah, and this is not exactly a shining moment for tech bros.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, what Bernie might call, the tech bro oligarchs or whatever. But I think that if what you're describing is something that reaches people on a level that they understand, in a community they understand, and can somehow shift this inequity that's happening right now, because, I mean, I don't know if you think this is analogous to the first Gilded Age in the late 19th century or, you know, what happened just before the French Revolution, but things are getting weird.
Yes. And I think the weirdness is accelerating and amplifying because of the technology itself.
That's right.
At some point, it's so hard to even understand what's going on. Yeah. What we've allowed us as a species to outsource in a lot of places is our critical thinking.
Yeah.
If everybody all of a sudden stops thinking for themselves and lets the technology do it or is co-opted by it, that's a real problem.
Yeah, no, it's one of the many problems. It's funny because I do feel like somewhere buried in this concept of giving and philanthropy and community and generosity, there's also the disconnection from nature, which is a regulating factor in the human experience. I just got back from a trip up to Pine Ridge Reservation where we dropped off some food and did some stuff. But seeing that community, which is so separated from technological revolution, it broadens my sense of humanity, but it also heightens my sense of inequity and the disconnect between these different ways of being in the world. So I guess what I'm saying, Brad, is my hope is that your book and the concept of Give First in your community will affect some change. I think that's something that we can look forward to, which is this relatively recent accumulation of wealth can more rapidly be enlightened.
Yeah, strongly agree. And so while the technology might connect everybody, there's still so much that's hyper-local, and remembering that that's part of what makes people people.
Yeah. Well, I want to just end by saying a couple of the things. You know, it's common sense. Your book includes suggestions to give, but, you know, expect nothing in return, to be delighted when you get something back, to be authentic, to practice what you preach, to be direct, to tell the truth, to practice active listening, to have empathy. These are all great things. So anyway, good luck. I hope that this kernel that you're dropping into this community is going to resonate. If people want to learn more about you and your book, where do they go?
I'm easy, just feld.com on the web. That's what you get for being a nerd early on.
Okay. Feld.com. Okay. Well, Brad, thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for sharing your wisdom.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Nick, thanks for having me.
Brad Feld. I'm Nick Forster. You're listening to eTown. Tom Rush is going to be back to play some more music later on. Right now, I want to tell you about what's coming up. Marfa is a brand new band. It's founded by two guys, Bryce and Kellen, who met in college in Denver. Kellen is from the Northwest, from Washington State, and Bryce is from San Antonio. And they found that they had a really good vocal blend, and they got together, they started writing songs, they started making demos. Pretty soon they were on the road opening for bands like The Head and the Heart and Dwight Yoakam. They recently got signed to Big Machine Records, which is already home to people like Tim McGraw and Dolly Parton and a bunch of others. So who knows? But these guys are just getting started, and they got a lot to offer. We're happy that they're here. They are young and silly and talented. Welcome to this stage, if you would. Marfa.
Good evening. That was a really cool intro. Thank you. Sugar babe, what is wrong with you? I see a tear dripping down your boots. Oh my, you get a little lonely in July. You're burning up like the desert sun, looking like you've had enough. Oh my, you get a little lonely, then you cry. 45 men with the same old story of sugar babe. I've got a sweet tooth, no I can't get enough of the sugar cane. Oh my, sugar, I can steal your heart away. Pretty baby, won't you listen to me? I got something that is sweet as can be. Oh my, no more lonely nights we could ride. 45 men with the same old story of sugar babe. I've got a sweet tooth, no I can't get enough of the sugar cane. Oh my, sugar, I can steal your heart away. Yes, I've heard the stories, no, I don't care what you've done. I know you're feeling lonely, but I'm ready for your love. Oh my, sugar, I can steal your heart away. Oh my, sugar, I can steal your heart away. Oh my, sugar, I can steal your heart away. Thank you guys. Thank you. This is our first time doing something proper at eTown. It's always been, something we want to do, and this is really cool. We didn't really know what we were getting into, and we were like, oh, this is a really well-oiled machine, and we gotta get in the merry-go-round and go the same speed. So that song was called Sugar. This next song is called American Lonely. It goes like this. Steadfast on the 405, everyone's trying to get out of line. I can't stop thinking about that goodbye.
southern sky where mama used to say to me, open your eyes now, everything I see is photographs and memories. But I feel like letting go sometimes. But why can't I read between the lines? I try. I'm driving with the headlights off, 'cause I'm trying to find another way back home. Kinda miss the way your hand looked in mine. I'm the American lonely. My reflection's looking at everything about me behind my back, but it don't come easy when you're lonely like me. I get tired of barely getting by, but I feel like letting go sometimes. But why can't I read between the lines? I try. I'm driving with the headlights off, 'cause I'm trying to find another way back home. Kinda miss the way your hand looked in mine. I'm the American lonely. I'm driving with the headlights off, 'cause I'm trying to find another way back home. Kinda miss the way your hand looked in mine. I'm driving with the headlights off, 'cause I'm trying to find another way back home. Kinda miss the way your hand looked in mine. I'm the American lonely.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Kellen and Bryce from Marfa, welcome to eTown.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, because such good. You sing so well together, and you sing so high together. I'm just amazed.
Thank you.
We're still in our 20s, so eventually that'll go away.
That's gonna go. Okay. Was there a song or something that either of you might have heard that was like, oh, I think I could sing with that guy, or how did you figure out that you could do this together?
We've been like best friends first before bandmates, which is really nice. But we used to just like sit in his apartment and have some beer and basically just jam for like hours. And then after a while, we were just like, I don't know, I think we just kind of naturally became comfortable with each other, and then it just kind of meshed, and we were like, oh, this is working. Like, this feels great.
Yeah, as you guys just heard, Kellen is a very good singer. So I'm a big McCartney guy, so I sing high just because I always wanted to. And when I was, sang atop of his voice, it just made its own sound. It was his own singer. So I think that's when we kind of knew, is when we just picked a song to sing that we both knew how to play, and then threw on a higher harmony.
And you don't remember what that was, first song?
It was Ventura Highway, for sure.
Ventura Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And so that was your common repertoire, plus
Yeah.
Beatles songs and whatever
Totally,
else.
Yeah.
And when you were growing up, is that the music you were listening to when you were kids?
Yeah, like I've been a Beatles fan since I was like 7, when my cousin showed them to me, and then he doesn't even remember showing the Beatles to me, and that's like why I'm here today.
Well, that's a pretty good place to start.
Not a bad place
If you're
to start.
thinking about songwriting and singing, that's a pretty good place to start.
yeah, sure.
What about you? You're up in Washington State listening to
I
something
listened
else,
to like
probably.
a lot of folk music, I guess. Like when I got a little bit older, when I was younger, it was a lot of like Ray Charles, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, like a lot of 60s soul, R&B stuff, and of like 50s like the cheesy kind of doo-wop love music.
How did that happen? How does like a little kid in the Washington State listen to Sam Cooke and Ray Charles?
I don't even know. I think it was like I was like surfing the internet or something at one point, or
the internet. I forgot
like
about that.
iTunes or whatever it was, or YouTube.
And it
Wow.
also helped that a lot of the music that was coming out when we were kids, in my opinion, wasn't as good as it used to be, like when y'all were kids, I suppose.
That's very broad.
That is true.
So we kind of caught on to that. Agreed with y'all.
I mean, yeah, it happens if you can find it. I was 8 maybe or something like that when the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan Show, and I saw it on television. It was just absolutely mind-blowing. I was just like, okay, I'm going to do that.
And it works 60 years later when I'm a kid and watching it for the first time. So. I'm sorry if I'm just talking about how the music goes on. It goes on. It doesn't matter what generation, the music is still good.
Age is just a number.
Just a number, yeah.
Yeah. Bryce, you're kind of a shredder on electric guitar. So when you're out there with Dwight Yoakam and you're opening for the show with your 2 acoustic guitars, were you just like, I just want to pull out my Telecaster and crank it up and play with these guys?
Well, I did pull out my Telecaster. We did that with a full band. In general, yeah, for Dwight Yoakam, that was really fun because that was the first time we got to like just go nuts on stage.
Head in the Heart, you were doing an acoustic duo.
Yeah.
We were.
And so lastly, I was talking with Brad Feld about mentorship. So did you have, when you were coming up in San Antonio, do you have somebody who was like going to show you, other than your cousin who doesn't remember telling you about the Beatles?
Yeah, I mean, I took lessons as a kid, but there was this cat playing in San Antonio called Chris Duarte, and he was kind of one of my mentors when I was in high school on how to like maintain a solo and how to make it not boring or make it not too much and build it and kind of tell a story with a guitar.
And so when you're writing songs, are you feeling like you have to lift your songwriting to the level of Lennon and McCartney right off the bat, or are you going to give yourself time to like grow into this a little bit?
Well, we got to shoot for the stars, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's a good challenge almost.
Yeah.
You know, it's something good for us to look up to. I think for songwriting.
That's cool. Well, listen, we've got more music to get to. Let's. Is it time for the full band now, or what's going on?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Come on out, guys.
All right. Well, if you would, welcome back to the stage now with their rhythm section, Marfa.
I heard Daisy was a bride who flew to Coop to Utah. She could never last a summer without any withdrawal. She could run, she could crawl, but she would walk after all. She was making record time with the thrill of her life. Yeah, she's gonna be alright. She was reading all the signs with the sweetest delight. Yeah, she's gonna be just fine. She was spending all the time out in LA. She was starring in a movie set to break on a Wednesday. She could walk and she could crawl,
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
That's Marfa. Bryce Menchaca on the vocals and guitar, Kellen Wall on vocals and guitar, Eric Riley on the drums, and Jake DeMarco on the bass, along with Adam Bodine on the keys, played a little steel. Marfa.
Your visit to eTown is made possible in part by the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District, or SCFD, one of the largest cultural funding mechanisms in the United States, supporting nearly 300 organizations in the greater Denver, Colorado area. You're listening to eTown.
E.T. Eric Torina on the bass. I am Nick Forster. You are listening to eTown. I want to say hello to our folks who are listening on stations like KFSK in Petersburg, Alaska on 100.9 FM, on WRSI in Turner Falls, Massachusetts, in the whole Pioneer Valley, on KXT from Dallas, Fort Worth, 91.7 FM. Thanks for tuning in. As always, if you want some more information about anything that's going on here at eTown, there's lots of stuff online at etown.org. You can find out how to get tickets, you can see pictures and videos and all kinds of stuff, and you can figure out how to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All that stuff's on there. So 25 years ago, or 20 years ago, Tom Rush. I was going to tell you a Tom Rush story. Helen and I were leaving Martha's Vineyard. We get off the ferry, and there's a huge line of cars wanting to get onto the ferry to go over to Martha's Vineyard. And this car pulls up right next to the line of cars, clearly cutting the line, but not knowing what to do exactly. And out of the car comes Tom Rush with his guitar, and he had his eTown tote bag that had his strings and cables and stuff, and his young son was with him. And he was frantic, and it was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss my gig. I can't get my car on the ferry. I don't know what to do. And I said, Tom, I have a suggestion. Give me the keys to your car. I'll tell you where we parked our car, and I'm gonna go put your car in the slot where our car is, and I'll hide the keys somewhere of your choosing in your car, and just get on the boat and go to Martha's Vineyard and play your gig. And he was so grateful at the time. I don't know if he remembers it still. But at the time, it was one of those great examples of friends just serendipitously being able to help out in a time of need. And so that's for me, a lovely Tom Rush story. And it's one of the many reasons why we're always happy to stay connected. So once again, would you please help me welcome back to the stage here at eTown, Tom Rush.
David Whiffen's song, Driving Wheel. It just came up on a midnight special. Hey, how about that? My car broke down in Texas. Stopped dead in her tracks. I just called to tell you that I love you, oh babe. I just called to tell you on how I feel. I feel like some old engine light lost my driving wheel. Oh, I feel like some old engine. I lost my driving wheel. took my money on the night train north. Was a terrible fight. I gave my promise I would be there with you by Saturday night. I just called to tell you that I love you. Oh, babe. I just called to tell you and how I feel. I feel like some old engine and I lost my driving wheel. Oh, I feel like some old engine lost my driving wheel. Can't say much in a phone call, babe. You know how it is. But I called to tell you one short thing. Won't you listen to this? I just called to tell you that I need you, oh baby, and I need to tell you on how I feel. I feel like some old engine and I lost my driving wheel. Oh, I feel like some old engine. I lost my driving wheel. And I feel like some old engine. I lost my driving wheel, yeah. And I feel like, hey, and I feel like, and I feel like I lost my driving wheel, yeah. Some old engine.
Tom Rush, Driving Wheel, along with the eTowns. We got time for one more song. We are going to get everybody out on stage and do one more song together. When we were thinking about what song to do, we couldn't resist dipping back into the Joni Mitchell pile. So we've got one last song for you. I want to thank all our guests. Of course, thanks to the guys from Marfa for coming up and joining us. Thanks especially to Brad Feld, our author and entrepreneur, who's shining a little light of compassion and generosity into that community. Thanks to Tom Rush. Thanks to the eTones, Helen Forster, all of our engineers and volunteers. I'm Nick Forster. Hope you can be with us next week right here in eTown.
Yesterday, a child came out to wonder. And caught a dragonfly inside a jar. And fearful when the skies were filled with thunder. Tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round. The painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round in the circle game.
And the child moved 10 times around the seasons and skated over 10 clear frozen streams. And words like when you're older must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams.
And the seasons, they go round and round. The painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round in the circle game.
This is a production of eTown.